Here with his take, North Carolina GOP Congressman Richard Hudson. Congressman, thank you for joining us this morning. And look, you heard it right there. This has nothing to do with Biden administration, nothing to do with the Biden administration's policies. This is all to do with President Trump's policies. What do you say?
Well, unfortunately, the facts just don't bear them out. You know, Nancy Pelosi and the liberal Democrats hide behind their wall around the Capitol in Washington, D.C., and are, trying to spin the American people. But the facts are we've had more migrants cross our border already this year than we had all of last year. And the reason we're having this Biden border surge is because he's reversed these policies. As you say, he stopped building the wall, he put a halt on deportations, and he brought back catch and release. And that's why hundreds of thousands of migrants are heading towards our border wearing Joe Biden campaign T-shirts.
If you take a look at some of the numbers here, the southern border migrant encounters, you'll see more than 100,000 in February of this year. That's up 28% versus January of 2021, up 174% from a year ago, February of 2020, which is the highest since June of 2019. How do they attempt to turn this around, you think?
Well, President Trump showed us the way. If you incentivize folks to come, if they feel like we're going to go back to catch and release, and they know that if they can just make it to the border, turn themselves in, say the magic word asylum, that they will be handed a piece of paper that's a notice to appear in court at some future date. When President Trump took office, it was sometimes 3 to 7 years before they even had to show up, and most of them, surprised, don't show up. And it's even worse now because we're hearing that they're even having COVID-19 positive migrants that they're then releasing into the United States.
Yeah, and Congressman, you've got so many states now opening up. I think we've got a list of those states which are doing so. But at the same time, we're hearing from the White House that it's considering bringing in new restrictions aimed at the workplace. I mean, how does that make sense? Just as cases are falling, particularly in places like Florida, which are open already, cases are falling. Why would the White House now bring in new restrictions?
Well, again, you look at the science, you look at the facts. We have many states that have opened, like Florida and others, and there is no difference between COVID outbreaks between the states that are open and the states that are closed. President Biden says that even if you've had a vaccine, maybe by July you and a few others can gather in your backyard and celebrate. That's ridiculous. So, the American people are ready to get back to school, to get back to their lives, and leaders like Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, have shown we can do both. Americans can be trusted to be responsible. It's time to reopen. The Democrat policy is the border's open and our schools are closed.
Congressman Richard Hudson, thank you for joining us. Have a good day.
Thank you.